there is we'll see well over 5,000 units of profit in 2023 and 2024 documents. So let's bring him into the show. Ready to roll here with Joseph. Joseph, how's it going today?
It's going well. I'm enjoying how the NBA is kind of staggering games, so we get to enjoy the I don't know if they consider this opening day, but the first opening day for all the teams for baseball, and we got the tournament games tonight, so it's
Yeah.
exciting.
It's an exciting night indeed. That's right. Baseball throughout the afternoon. Of course, the rainouts kind of put a damper to the morning, but no worries.
Yeah.
We got the action now for the rest of the afternoon. A few in prime time for those that want to watch it. But we got a couple in the NBA as like I said, it's exciting Thursday card, which we'll talk about a little later. But we start here with the Hawks and the Celtics rematch from a wild one they had a few days ago here. Hawks are the dogs here. Celtics now 16, total 227.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. So in that game, just like about 48 hours ago, Celtics blew a 30-point lead. Seemed like they were doing a lot of dribbling down the shot clock, taking contested shots at the end of the possessions. Joe Mazzulla doing something that he does a lot and kind of tries to let his players work through stuff as opposed to calling timeouts. He's getting a lot of criticism for that. I'll give them a break, though, a little bit. They were without their best 2-point guards. They had the number 1 seed in the East wrapped up, and they're 5 or 6 games up on Denver for the overall number 1 seed. They've been resting players. They started 9 different lineups in their last 10 games. I watched the post-game interviews, though, and I was expecting to see, some pissed-off Celtics, and I really didn't see that. They just it almost seemed like they didn't care, but I'm trying to see what level of motivation they'll have to blow the Hawks out in this game. And I think they kind of were hiding it, for lack of a better term. I don't think they came right out and just said, oh, we want to kill them in the next game. But I think this is very telling that having just wrapped up the number 1 seed, having a big focus on being healthy for the playoffs, there's not too many people on the injury report today. Holiday, Horford, and Tillman. Now, Tillman has a legitimate injury. Horford's 37 years old, and Holiday was at the morning shoot-around, so he might play. And if Holiday plays, that's basically all their guys. And even if he doesn't, they're playing White, Porzingis, and their 2 stars. I think they are going to try to send a message, if not for the league, at least to themselves. They've won 4 straight, 9 out of 10. They're the best team in the NBA. They're complete. They're deep. Their roster construction is amazing. When they're hitting their 3-pointers, they're pretty much unbeatable. Now, Atlanta is likely going to fall into that last play-in spot in the East. They're pretty much in it. I don't think they could really move up or fall out of it. Jalen Johnson's out for this game. DeJounte Murray is questionable. Now, the reason why that might be important, that they're pretty well locked in there, not mathematically, but, is that I could see the Hawks maybe trying to rest some people, if not this game, but in the near future, because they can have some guys getting healthy, coming back, and maybe doing well, at least in the play-in tournament. Trae Young could end up being back and not in the not too far future. DeJounte Murray, they probably want to get him as close to 100% as possible. They have won 3 games in a row, but they are also playing the second night of a back-to-back, 3rd game in 4 nights, 4th game in 6 nights. They're just 14-22 against the spread at home this year, 11-21 against the spread as underdogs. There's a reason this line moved from 12 to 16. Boston is the better team. They have the rest advantage. They're in a bounce-back spot with revenge motive, and possibly against a short-handed Hawks team. I think the Celtics win a blowout.
All right, Joe Schultz, click the link below for his best bets, Celtics and Hawks. Lay the Celtics here, lay in the 16. All right, let's continue here on NBA. Run down to this 2-game card. Next up will be Bucks and Pelicans. We see the Bucks road favorites 1.5, total coming in 224.5.
The Bucks kind of have the Pelicans' number in recent history. They've won 4 straight against them. They've only played once so far this season. Milwaukee blew them out 141-117 back in January. I believe it was in Milwaukee. The Bucks have a bunch of guys on the injury report: Patrick Beverley, Chris Middleton, and Giannis. It does look like they're all going to play. They're all probable. Both of these teams need a win. New York is getting healthy, and they're just 2 games behind the Bucks for second in the East. Pelicans are 5th in the West, but the number 4 seed in the West is only separated from the 8th seed by just 3 games. So they can't afford to have a bad losing streak or drop games that they could win. The Pelicans lost their last game to the Thunder 112-119, so they're also in a possible bounce back spot. They'll still be without Brandon Ingram. This will be their second straight game at home, though. They do also match up well against the Bucks. They have good perimeter defenders that can deal with Dame to at least limit him a little bit. They have big enough bodies where Lopez won't kill them down low on the boards. And they also can kind of do that walling up strategy, like basically clog the paint and try to limit Giannis from getting too many easy dunks and layups. I like the Pelicans in a bounce back spot here. It's also a revenge spot.
All right, Joseph Schultz says take the Pelicans here at plus the 1.5. All right, Joseph, let's take a look over at TonySpitz.com for this exciting Thursday card here. You see, Joseph, fantastic numbers here. 5,182 units of profit. Unit leader over at TonySpitz.com for the past 2 years, and we've combined these numbers for 2023 and 2024. Actually, action tonight here in the NBA with those 2 games. Also, Sweet 16, 4 big games from college hoops, as well as baseball underway now. We're getting some games here at the top of the hour beginning. We'll have some primetime games as well. What do you have going on over at TonySpitz.com?
Right, so even though it's only a 2-game card for the NBA, I'll have plays on both games. But what I like most, I actually have a moneyline underdog play for the tournament tonight. That's going to be my best bet of the day. And I'll also probably end up with at least 1, maybe 2 MLB plays. Probably also going to be moneyline underdogs. I like the underdogs in baseball in the beginning of the season, when the books don't know as much as they will in the coming weeks and months.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Joseph over at TonySpitz.com. As you can see here, fantastic unit production here for the past 2 years, 5,182 units of profit, 2023 and 2024 documented. So no better time to get on board with Joseph Schultz over at TonySpitz. Click the link in the description and you'll land right on Joseph's handicapper page. You'll see his best bets, individual plays, or the long-term passes. Remember, the individual plays are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit. The amount you purchase is credited back to your account for side credits. That is profit guarantee. The long terms aren't, because they're sold at such a great discount and such a great value, because you get a lot of volume plays in there with those long term passes. And we'll save you some money when you use that promo code TonyT at checkout. You can access Joseph's page by clicking the link in the description and you'll land right on his page. All right, Joseph, as always, great having you show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again for tomorrow's games.
All right, Tony, I see you. Good luck to everybody, too.